So everyone gets a KV Core system. If you're brand new, you need to go into your enterprise system. It's expenterprise.com. And then on the top left, it'll be an option that says optional services. And you'll click on that and you'll opt in to KV Core once you get that login. It takes about 4 or 5 business days now. They're pretty quick on it. And then you'll have a KV Core login. But it takes 4 or 5 business days because they create a website for you as well. So if you're brand new to EXP or in real estate in general, and you don't have a website, don't pay for it because EXP gives you one. So I'll show you where to get that. So yes, you guys can see my screen. Great. You'll go to web and IDX, and then web and IDX is where you'll manage your website. And if you don't know what IDX means, IDX is basically all the listings in your local MLS will feed directly to your site. So your buyers and your sellers will be able to get access to MLS shopping on your site. And that's neat because when they shop on your site and let's just say they pick a bunch of houses in a certain area for, I don't know, 200,000, the system will realize that, and the system will start automatically sending them similar properties in that same area. And it'll automatically send them emails, checking in with them. It'll automatically send them text, checking in with them. And there's just a few things that you need to do as an agent to ensure that automation process has started. So just want to make sure everyone knew that. So let's see here. You guys still with me?
Yes, taking notes.
Yes.
I don't know what happened there. I can't see you guys. Okay. All right. You can still see me. Great. So you'll go right here in the web and IDX, and this is going to be your website, is going to be right in here. So let's just click on this one. And then this is the site that EXP created for you. I'll zoom out so you can kind of see everything. And your website, like I said, the buyers will be able to search for properties. If they want to sell their property, they'll click sell, and they'll put in this address and they'll get an estimate, and the system will automatically send them an estimate of what their property would sell for. And then it's your job as a local expert and a real estate agent to reach out to them and say, this is just an estimation. If you want to meet, I can kind of explain exactly how I can get your home sold. For me, I say in the quickest amount of time for the most amount of money, but I'm super scripted. So just reminding everyone, we have script practice Tuesdays and Wednesdays, 2 p.m. as well. Same Zoom link. So this is going to be your site. So when people go to your site, they're going to think you got it going on. They're going to have multifamily listings, housing listings, land listings, condo listings. If you have any listings, it'll find that on MLS, and it will pull it in here. So your actual listings will be here. And then just listed properties will be right here. And it's cool because let's say someone was interested in this one and they click view details. If your website is going to be, like I said, it's nice and clean. It's going to have access to contact you as an agent. And then once they start doing a few clicks, it'll see how it forced me to register. So another good thing that EXP gives you is a website, but a website with forced registration is phenomenal. It costs a lot of money to do that unless you're with EXP. So forced registration, like I said, it'll give them a little bit of information, and then it will force them to register, whether it's Google, Facebook. A lot of people just continue with Facebook. And when they do continue with Facebook, it gets all that information from Facebook and it puts it into your KV Core system under that lead name. So it'll have their phone number, their email addresses, all kinds of stuff. If they don't do that, they'll type in their email address right here. And then you see how it says your cell phone number will be your password. The reason they do that is because their username will be the email. So you'll have their email. And then once they put in their password as their cell phone number, it'll have their cell phone number as well. And like I said, once someone does this, it goes right back here, and you can always see that in your smart CRM. And this will take a little bit, but these are the leads that have come in via my smart CRM. So the source of the leads are right here. So I don't want to get everyone backtracked, but like I said, I'll go over that one more time real quick. Go to web and IDX, and this link right here is your direct website you're going to get with EXP. You can go to GoDaddy or something like that, and you can create your own website name. like for example, ours is citysideproperties.com. And then if people go that, they kind of get, it gets pinged over here. So you can kind of create whatever you want. And then in your website management, you can tell it basically to, you know, every time someone plugs in that, it goes into here. So that's going to be right there in your WordPress. But I don't want to get too technical right now. So I just wanted to kind of show you guys the first thing, especially if you're new, going to the KV Core, looking at your website. You can add some content to it if you'd like, some testimonials. You can blog, you can create blogs and things. Blogs are good to keep your website relevant in a certain area. You can create a different theme. You can do all kinds of stuff in here. So that's a little bit about your site. And I want to go straight into where if someone actually goes to your site and they click on something and they get brought to your CRM right here, what kind of happens from there? How does the system reach out to them? How does the system text them, etc.? So I kind of wanted to explain that today with you guys. And that's going to be all of the drip campaigns that is inside of KV Core. And how do you get to those drip campaigns is you're going to go to marketing and you're going to go to smart campaigns. See right here, and you can just manage the campaign. And it takes a little bit to load, but there's a lot of campaigns in here. So right here, right now, these are the campaigns that I've added to the system. They're all right here. So in order to do that, as soon as you guys get your website, go to marketing, go to smart campaigns here, go to add a campaign, and then you can create really. It's not too technical, so don't get overwhelmed. It's pretty easy. So, for example, this is asking you what campaign you want to add it, depending on what campaign you want to add, depending on what type of the lead it is. So, if the lead registers and they're a brand new lead, you can click that. And if the lead is already in there, but you're going to transfer it, you can click that. Hashtag, I always do hashtags, but hashtag, you can basically hashtag your leads because you're going to want to hashtag your leads because to figure out the sources of the lead. So for example, you can hashtag a lead past client, you can hashtag a lead buyer, seller, sphere. I even use KV Core system for agent attraction. If someone showed interest in EXP and they just kind of want me to follow up with them, they're not ready to join just yet, I'll put them in my campaign. I'll put them in my KV Core system and I'll add a hashtag as a potential EXP agent. And then I can check in with those people and see how their business is going. And then hopefully, you know, eventually they'll see the power of EXP and they'll join. So, or like I said, if a specific date occurs, like let's say you enter, I don't know, your sphere. So you enter your one of your best buddies and you want them to be put on a drip campaign in a certain date, just to remind them that you're in real estate. You can kind of do that. So let's just do an example here. When a lead is brand new, so click that from any source. So when the sources are automatically in there based on what leads come in. So let's say when a lead is brand new and they are, I want to create one that I haven't done because I don't want this thing to automatically email these people. So let's just say this one. Let's say that's the lead. So when the lead is brand new and they come in under this lead source, kind of what happens next is what I'm getting to. So what you'll want to do is go to right there, add trigger. You're going to add a trigger, and the trigger means I'll show you here. If you email them, like a trigger means, you know, once they come in, what do you want to do with it? So once they come in, I want to email them and I'm going to add that trigger. You're going to go to design for. So when these leads come in, when that lead is brand new, like I said, lead is new. Sorry, that deleted. The lead is new. It's assigned this. It's going to be designed for, let's just say buyers. But again, you can add any single type of lead source that you want. So hopefully I'm not getting too far ahead of anyone. Is everybody following me what I'm trying to do here?
Yes.
I'm a little confused. So do you create campaigns for every
new lead that comes to your site, or is this for
Here's
all leads that come to your site?
all leads, right? So basically, when someone comes to your site and they shop for something, or or it's sending in properties, you want this site kind of running in the background for you while you're out showing houses, doing whatever, right? So what I'm trying to get to is when a lead comes to your site and they are brand new, you're going to tell the system what to do with that lead automatically. So this is kind of what we're doing. We're assigning a campaign to that lead. So when that lead comes in and they see the information they want, and then let's say they leave, they don't, you know, they're done looking at the information that you sent them, the system will email them, text them. You can even do video drops. The system you'll do does whatever you tell it to do, and it'll kind of keep that lead interested, kind of keep them plugged in with the market, whatever. So that's the idea of a drip campaign. It's for brand new leads, and then it's also for past clients, any past clients that you've already closed, or if you're a brand new agent and you just have a bunch of contacts in your phone, put these contacts in your phone and start a drip campaign like I'm showing you now. And just what that drip campaign will be, just reminding them that you're in real estate. You got big goals, with customers like them and friends and family members. You can hit those goals, and just whenever they think of real estate, they need to think of you, kind of drip campaign. So right now, I'm just showing you how to do a drip campaign for any lead that comes in that's a buyer. Does that help out?
Yes.
Okay, so it's going to
Jeff,
be,
I wanted to ask a question,
yes,
please.
please.
Okay, I wanted to ask, so I went on KV Core. I'm just trying to get my hands all in it at the moment.
Yeah.
When I go into new lead and you click on new lead, and it's meant to give you a drop down list, because I could notice you had buyers and sellers. Mine is empty. It has nothing
You have,
in it prior to me opening it.
yeah, you haven't created any hashtags yet then.
Oh, so you need to create hashtags first. Okay, so I'll wait till you get to hashtags then and learn how to create
Well,
them.
it was back there, but I chose, I didn't use that one. If you want, just
Yeah,
for
I saw
this
that.
example, I can do that. So I can do when the hashtag is, and when you click the down, these are hashtags I created. So they're all going to be in here, but you have to create those hashtags. I'll go back and show you how to do that. But just for an example, we'll do this one. So when a hashtag comes in and it's a Z buyer seller, it's designed
Okay.
for sellers, not buyers. And I'm gonna set the details. So the campaign name, this is going to be Z buyer seller leads, and designed for out to interested. Whoops. And I can always run it. So basically, always means every single time someone comes in, it's going to always run this lead, run this campaign. I'm going
Okay.
to review and add. So here's the thing: I review the campaign. Uh, it's for me. It runs for my agents. It's designed for sellers, and I'm going to finish. And here's the cool
Okay.
part: it's added in there, and now since it's added in there, you can start right now. You can start telling it what to do. So that's the easy part, is
Okay.
creating it. So click on it, and then you're going to start adding actions to whatever you want these leads to do. So for example, this one's a seller lead. So I'm going to ensure that as soon as they reach out, I want this system to text them something,
Okay.
and it's super easy to do that. So this is I can just do first. Well, I can do initial text, and then you're gonna have all these templates. So I'll show you how to do those as well. But right now we're just kind of setting it up. Uh,
Okay.
this is, I'm trying to go to the first one here. See what this one says. Uh, for the sake of time, I'll show you. But basically, I'm telling this that when a seller lead comes in and it's hashtag ZBuyer seller, I'm saying what I'm telling it. The first thing to do is to send them a text. Run it
Okay.
immediately. So basically, as soon as the lead comes in, you can say, thanks, whatever you want to say. Or what I do is, within about 30 minutes, or even let's just do within about 5 minutes, they're automatically going to get this text message right here that says whatever. I'll show you how to do
Okay.
it. And
I
then
have a question, sorry.
Yeah.
What does the hashtag and the from stuff mean? So it just means when they go to a specific um link or something on the site?
Yeah, correct. So every lead source that you have, the system will automatically create a hashtag for it. And so let's say that you're putting in, I don't know, your contact database. So let me go to add a contact, right? Let's say that this is your buddy that they may sell, or they may buy or something. You want them you want them to be touched on, and you're going to give the system options to call and text them and email. So let's say you add the contact. Right here, it's going to pull up that contact. Right here, you need to assign it hashtags. And this one, if this guy JJ is some person that I'm trying to, they're in my contacts, I'm gonna list them as contacts. Even press enter, so it's gonna add them. It's gonna hashtag this guy contacts. So let's say I add 50 of my phone's contacts, and I want to start dripping on those people. Emails, texts, and let them know I'm in real estate. That's why you're going to hashtag all the leads. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Okay, so you literally have to create a hashtag for you to populate your information, and when you go to new lead, it draws information from your hashtags.
That's
Is that
it.
correct?
That's it. Followed it perfect. So you're going to want to make sure every single lead, regardless of if it's a buyer, seller, potential agent, whatever it is hashtag, because for one, you want to be able to kind of set your campaigns correctly. And then for two, when you go to all contacts and you start searching for, I got one that's, whoops. I don't think you need to put the tag in there. Sorry. Okay. So if I hashtag PB, they're going to be all the property boost leads that are going to come up. So every single lead you see right here, every single property boost, that's just a lead source I have. Every single lead source is hashtag. So this one's a property boost. And the reason I hashtag him is so I can do what I just did, search for all my property boost leads and reach out to them. I can do all kinds of stuff. So not to get ahead of myself, but that's why you're going to hashtag these leads. So go back to marketing, smart campaigns, and we were editing our ZBuyer seller leads. And so I just created this campaign. Basically, when a ZBuyer seller lead comes in, within 5 minutes, it's going to get a text. And then let's say after the text comes in, I want to make sure they get an email. And then same thing here, email number one, whatever template you want. And I'll show you, when I finish this little thing, I'll show you the how you can change these templates. It's going to be agent to the contact. And instead of it running immediately, if I just sent them a text within the first 5 minutes, maybe within the first hour, I want to send them an email as well. So this system is designed already to, within 5 minutes, they're going to get a text. Within the hour, they're going to get an email. And then here's the thing. The cool thing is you can add any of these actions here. Anything that you want them to do, it'll tell them to do it. So for example, let's say now we've texted them, we've emailed them. Let's say they haven't responded. I need to set up a call, a reminder. So whoops. So it's a new lead that just came in. This actually doesn't matter because it's a reminder. A reminder, just the system will tell you that you need to do something. So all this stuff doesn't matter. But after, let's say, lead came in, they got a text, they got an email, definitely within, at least 2 hours you need to be calling this person. So the system, what I've just created, and it's easy for you to do because I just kind of showed it to you. When a lead comes in, they're going to get a text, they're going to get an email, and then within 2 hours, the system's going to remind you to call this. You're going to call this lead, and this is designed for this. But like I said, you can continue adding it if you want. This is how you add your own unique campaign. You can always pull up the old campaigns, not the old ones. You can create the campaigns that are already in the system and just edit those as well. But I'm going to show you, like, for example, let's do another text. These templates. See these templates right here where I've created all these templates. I'll show you how to do that so you can kind of add those in there. So, but that's how you create a campaign from scratch. What I just showed you. What I would do is go to the KV Core library in this little section here, and it has campaigns that are already set up and different touches. Like this one has 3 touches, this one has 14 touches, this one has 14, this one has 19. You can kind of edit that kind of stuff yourself, and it's kind of the same thing. If you want to edit it, you just kind of click on it. What you'll do is clone it, and then you'll set up just like what I just showed y'all how to do. You'll kind of set it up for whatever lead you want, and then it'll kind of open it up, and you can start editing that campaign. But let's go to the templates section. The templates are going to be the automatic drop downs that pop up when you're trying to add a task to the campaign. And these templates, like I said, a lot of them are already created in here. A lot of the text messages are already created in here. But again, if you want to add your own template, let's do that initial text template. Template name, first, text to seller. Typically when a seller does their value, I say something like, thanks for reaching out to the value of your house. Many people want the value for many different reasons. Typically it's either to refinance, you're just looking for an appraisal, you're curious about the market, or you're really interested in selling. What do you think, kind of where do you rank yourself? So let's just say I typed all that stuff out. So the first initial text to the email, thank you for visiting my site. Again, this isn't exactly what I'm going to say. Whatever, right? You can put whatever you want there. So for the sake of time, I'm going to do whatever. Here's the cool thing about the templates and the power of KB Core. You can insert a video, and you can, a lot of people do that. My wife does it. I don't do it. But if you want to insert a video, you'll click this insert video. These are the videos that we pre-recorded. But if you haven't recorded any videos, you can add a video. And then when you add a video, it's going to pop up. It'll kind of pop up, as you can see, right? You can start, recording yourself right there and say whatever you want to say. You can say something like, thanks for reaching out to my site. I'm busy at the moment, but I wanted to send you this quick video just to let you know that I am going to take a look at your property. I'll get right back to you. Whatever you want to say on that video. But again, we're just trying to show you how to do templates. So the template that we just made was first text to seller, and it's going to say, thanks for visiting my site. Is there a specific reason you want to value your home? Refinance, appraisal, looking to sell now. Add template. And it's in there. It's first, I think I can do it. I'm sorry. I think you can search was what I was saying. So first text to seller. So now when you're in your campaigns and we want to add that action, we want to add an initial text, we can go to text and then, first text, and your template should be in here. If I did it right, there it is. So first text to seller, let's make sure it's correct. Yes. Thanks for visiting my site. Is there a specific reason you want to add value? So now you can even add this into your into your campaign if you want. And again, it could be days. You could say to send this within a couple days, whatever you want to do. Whoops. Sorry. But now when a lead comes in, it's going to get a text, it's going to get an email, you're going to call them, it's going to get another text within 10 days, like whatever you want this thing to do. But that's how you add those templates. Does that make sense to everyone? I know I'm going quick, but I record all this stuff too and put it on our YouTube channel.
Yes, it all makes sense so far.
I know. It's a drinking water from a fire hydrant. It's hard. There's so much information. So that's a little bit about the campaigns. Let's kind of show you how to start generating leads, especially if you're brand new. Again, I showed you how to create a template, how you can add these things to your library. If you think the open house thing is a great campaign and you think you'll utilize that, kind of see what it does, hour 4, day 1, day 2. And let's see, you can add that to your library. And obviously when it's in your library, it's going to be in my campaigns. When it's in there, you can, add people to it. So I'm going to show you guys how to create some leads real quick as well. And then I have this session every Thursday at 1 o'clock. So we'll talk about something new every week. And then all of the recordings are on our YouTube channel. Just type in CitySide Properties Group, EXP Realty on YouTube, and you'll be able to check these out. But let's go to listings, and let's say I want to start trying to get some leads. So the first thing that I do, the easiest way for me to get leads is through posting them on different social media outlets and social media groups and things like that. So let's say you're brand new to real estate and you live in Spring Valley. That's your subdivision. I would go to social media. I would add yourself to every single local group they have there in Spring Valley. A lot of the most popular groups are like garage sale groups, handyman groups, yard sale groups, kind of stuff like that. And then you'll have a kind of an audience that you can start marketing to. And then, once they realize that there's a local realtor in all those groups, you can start strategically using KV Core to market to those same people, right? So, for example, let's say I live in Katy, and just for the sake of time, because this one's in Katy, and I want to get my name out there in Katy. I want my name to be starting popping up when people search for properties out in Katy. Every day, probably 5, 10, 15, even 20 times a day, I want you guys to go into the listing tab here, and I want you to start posting these things to social media. And when I say social, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say social media. I want you guys to start posting these when you go to more actions here to Craigslist. And the reason I want you to post them to Craigslist is because Craigslist has a phenomenal SEO score with Google. So basically an SEO means kind of a relevancy score. How relevant are you? How relevant is Jeff to Katy, Texas? If someone types in Katy, Texas real estate, does Jeff pop up? And if Jeff doesn't pop up, what can Jeff do to make sure he starts popping up in Katy, Texas? That's to build out a really good SEO score. In order to do that, Craigslist has a phenomenal score with Google. And so what I would do is go to listings, go to Katy, like that's the area you're looking to market to. Once you, like I said, you've already added yourself to all those groups out in Katy. You've already done all that kind of stuff. And now you're going to start strategically posting things to Craigslist. And the power of KV Core is quick. So it doesn't take long. When most people, when they say post something to Craigslist, like, crap, that's going to take forever. I don't have time to do that 15, 20 times a day. But as you can see, it took me 30 seconds to post that listing to Craigslist. So,
Jeff, can I ask a question on Craigslist, please? I did come to one of your classes a few weeks ago. You did mention this. I had issues with extension and it wouldn't post it, but I did sort that out already. I did go on Google. But what I noticed is when I try to post on Craigslist, it gives the phone number, which is not mine. Is that meant to be a smart number?
smart number, yeah. Do you not have
So,
a smart number?
so that's the number it shows on before I post onto Craigslist. It doesn't show my mobile number. So can you please enlighten me on what it's meant to be?
Yes. So the smart number you're going to get is the smart number that KV Core gives you. But on if you don't have your own smart number, or you can put your actual phone number in there. But I wouldn't do that because I don't want my cell phone all over Craigslist. Does that make sense?
Okay, yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, I don't want my actual cell phone, right? Unless you have a work phone, then do whatever. But I don't want that number because then you'll get spammers and stuff like that. But what you'll need to do, there's two different things. So I'll show you on the next ad. Let's go.
Okay.
We're already here. Once you've made that ad, you're going to go to nearby listings, because nearby listings is going to pull up stuff that is super close and it's still in Katy. Let's do this one next. And then again, the reason that I'm trying to stay in Katy is because I'm trying to develop an SEO out there in Katy. Go to more actions, go to post to Craigslist. And right before you press publish, you can go to edit post. You see this here? Edit post. And you can put whatever number you want in there.
Okay, I did that already, but I was just wondering why it was taking another number, and I learned it was my smart number, but I was,
Now, if you want
thanks for letting me know.
Yeah, if you want your own smart number, I would highly recommend it. I don't think it's too expensive a month, but the reasons for getting your own unique smart number, you can always find it if you click on your name, you can see your own smart number there.
Okay.
The reason you'd want your own smart number is when you call and you text and everything from that smart number, it tracks that information and puts it into the contact. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So let's say this Morgan lady, she came into my site. Nobody's called her yet, but I can send her a text. Whatever, right? Let's say I send her a text. And when I send that text and it sends it to her, because it's my smart number sending it, it's going to pull up in my sorry, and the timeline. So the timeline is basically the contact you've had with the lead. So if I send her automatic text from my site, it's going to have the text in here, and it's going to have the calls in here, and all that kind of stuff. So, and then in addition, when you're advertising, whether it be, I haven't even talked about the text codes you can utilize. I don't want to overwhelm everyone, but when you advertise and you don't want people calling your direct number, and you kind of know if you have your own smart number, who that number is and why they're calling and exactly what they're calling about. So go and hit to lead engine. That's your, no, okay, that was the, I don't want to talk about call capture on this meeting because I don't want to overwhelm people, but go to marketplace right here, go to smart number add-on, and then add your own smart number in here. It's okay, here it is. $27 a month.
Okay.
And again, it'll kind of tell you the calls you made, the text you've made. There's a really good reasons to gives you more freedom. Right here it goes. You get a real smart number is a site, like all this kind of benefits of adding the smart number. And when you add that smart number into your KV Core, when you start posting that stuff to Craigslist, it'll use your unique smart number, not the one that KV Core gives you. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does make sense. So the one that KV Call gives you, when you use it, where do your calls go to? Just for me, I'm new. I'm about a month now, but
Yeah.
if I don't want to get a unique one yet, what are my implications using the smart one?
Yeah. So real estate brokerages, they used to, for advertising purposes, as you know, if I sign a listing agreement with a seller, I'm saying that EXP Realty and this seller have an agreement, and I'm just a listing agent, right? So where I'm getting to is due to advertising, they're supposed to have one number directly to the brokerage. And that number directly to the brokerage, what I've seen and what most companies do is if someone calls that number, it's a round robin to all the agents in that area that are with EXP. So when you post things with your random KV core generated smart number, the leads get dispersed through all the agents round robin, if you will, due to the advertising rules. Now, the cool thing about EXP is it's not a franchise. So we don't have different offices that own different territories. So we can actually utilize our own number on these signs, which is way better. So that's why you need a smart number. But when these, like if you were to post, let's say you started posting listings and someone inquired about it, a random agent will get that. You may get it sometimes, but you're not guaranteed those specific leads that you're trying to market. That make
Okay.
any sense?
Yes, thank you. Totally get it. Thank you very much.
I don't know another way to ask. I'm not asking if it make like sense, but I don't know another way to ask that. I just want to make sure you're following me.
Yeah, no, I get it. I totally get it. Yeah.
Okay, great. So that's why you would need that. So we were doing the Craigslist postings, and I was going to do that. You can also, let's say this is the house that I'm advertising. What I like to do also is boost these properties, and it's fairly cheap. And the reason I want to boost the property is to get organic leads sent to me directly from KV Core, directly to me, not to your smart number. It'll come directly to you. But the reason you want to boost these properties is to get leads from that specific property. So if you have all your social media outlets targeting Katie, if you have all your Craigslist postings targeting Katie, if you're buying leads from other sources and they say, hey, what areas you want to target, you need to say Katie. Except you need to say Katie, because you want to be relevant in that area. And when you start boosting properties, you want to boost properties in Katie. It's just a lot easier to boost up your SEO score if you kind of stick to a certain area of town. And like I said, boosting property, here's the ad they're going to do for you. To be honest, I don't know how or where they post this. I'm assuming it's Facebook and Instagram and things like that. And the smart targeting is going to ensure that people that are interested in real estate in Katy, Texas, this ad pops up. And when they click that ad, it goes to your KV Core site and you'll directly get the ad. And this just requires a little bit of money. Typically I do this one. It's about 3 weeks and it's $150. You can do what you want on your marketing budget. And if you don't traditionally, if you just starting to have a marketing budget, what I found out is if you get with your vendors, you talk to your lenders, you talk to your title companies, you talk to your inspectors, and they all have marketing budgets. So what you'll do is you'll want to chat with them and say, hey, I got this great lead source. It's only $150 a month. And I was wondering if you could kind of pitch in with me on that. And if you do pitch in, kind of invest a little bit of money into my business, every lead that I get from that specific source or any source in general, because you're investing in me, I'll go ahead and give you that lead to work on the lending side as well, or the title side as well, or I'll make sure that they choose you to do your inspections as well. You'll see that a lot of vendors will be okay with that. They'll be like, sure, I can throw in, $150. I can help you out with those leads. And then you kind of market, get a little bit marketing budget, not for free, but kind of offset that cost. So you'll click on that. And again, I don't know what the heck it does, but you'll start getting a ton of property boost leads. And those are leads that if you ever buy a lead directly from KV Core, like on their site, once the lead comes in, it'll automatically hashtag it for you. So you don't have to do that. And I'll show you what they hashtag them. So let's say I actually did that that property boost. Sorry, no, I said you shouldn't do that, but I guess you do have to put your hashtag in that filter thing. Anyway, as you can see, I've done some property boost, and right now there's about 200 leads in my system directly from boosting properties. And again, I don't know where they put it or whatever, but I know it works. So this one just came in 18 hours ago. That's that Morgan one earlier. So again, I have an ISA team, so someone's already reached out to her, but that's kind of where the lead goes. Once they click on your site, it goes to your smart CRM, and you can search for those property boost leads in here and start texting them, adding to campaigns, sending them voicemail drops, sending them videos, kind of whatever you want to do on that. So that's all kind of what I wanted to cover today. Just some basic stuff about the campaigns, how to add one, how to change up your templates, how to create a contact, and then also how to create or generate leads by utilizing SEO, utilizing Craigslist, and utilizing the property boost. Do you guys have any questions? I got about maybe about 10 minutes or so. It could be about anything. It doesn't have to be about KB Core. It could be about buyers, sellers, renters, anything. Okay, well, I do this class every Thursday, 1 o'clock. It's teamlegacyzoom.com. You guys can also go to teamlegacycalendar.com, and our Team Legacy calendar, it shows all of our trainings. So in addition to what EXP is doing for its agents with its training, we created our own training calendar. So we talk about buyers at 2 o'clock on Tuesday. We talk about sellers at 2 o'clock on Wednesday. Every Thursday at 12 o'clock, we have, if you're new to real estate, just kind of jump in and let's just chat about some stuff. And then right after that, we have this little KV course session. So, but that's it for today, unless you guys have any other questions. And then I will upload this to our YouTube channel, and you can kind of, like I said, it's kind of drinking water from a fire hose kind of thing. You can kind of check it out and kind of review the information.
Oh, thank you so much, Jeff.
All right, guys, we'll talk soon. I'll see you next week, maybe Tuesday at 2 o'clock, and then we'll go from there. Y'all have a great week.
Thank you.
You too. Bye.